episode 2 of True TV Tales with Carlotta Christine. This season, we open the case of Kenneth Michael Trentatdue. Kenny, as his family called him, died inside a cell at the Federal Transfer Center in Oklahoma City. His body found in the early morning hours of August 21st, 1995. He was 44. But before we can rewind to the days and hours leading up to his death, we have to begin at the beginning. Who was Kenneth Michael Trentatdue, and how did his path in life take such a tragic turn? Kenneth was born December 19, 1950, at number 7, a coal camp in West Virginia. His coal miner father packed up his family and headed west, settling in Orange County, California. Like his big brother Jesse, Kenneth was a high school track star, but this high school athlete would become a high school dropout. Next, he would enlist in the Army and develop a drug addiction. From there, his downward spiral continued. His brother Jesse told me once that he tried to find work in carpentry and in factories, but just had no luck. So he started robbing banks using a fake gun. Finally caught, he was sentenced to 20 years in prison, serving 6 years before being released on parole in the late 80s. Jesse told me why Kenny failed to report to his parole officer. It seems, Jesse says, he was told he could no longer have a beer, and that just didn't sit well with Kenny. So once again, Kenneth Michael Trentatdue broke the law and failed to report. But his family says he didn't go back to a life of crime. Instead, he reinvented himself, changed his name, got married to a beautiful woman, and became a dad on June 19, 1995. So how did this man who turned his life around turn up dead in a cell at the Federal Transfer Center in Oklahoma City just weeks later? Why would a man who had everything, it seemed, to live for hang himself with a bed sheet? Well, we will retrace Kenneth Michael Trentatdue's steps from his arrest at the Mexican border in California to a planned parole violation hearing in Oklahoma City, to the day and the hours that ended in his death. Thank you for joining us. This is True TV Tales with Carlotta Christine.